Okay, what's going on, guys? Follow CQ here. Hopefully, you guys could hear me good. We are live, okay? We are getting started. I'm really, really pumped up to be here, man. I'm excited. I am beyond excited. So, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some really, really powerful stuff here in the next couple of minutes. So, I'm excited. This is our first team training here, and what can I say, man? I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up beyond excitement. I'm fired up because this is going to be something that's going to be special. So, with that being said, I'm going to kind of just start sharing my screen because I really want to be as effective as I can with some of the slides that I have here for you today. Okay, so I'm really excited to be doing this training. I'm excited. I'm just going to make sure that I can. All right, cool. So that is good. Seems like we are
with
live.
some of the slides that I have here for you today, okay?
So let me just exit out of that real quickly. So it seems like we are live, okay? I'm just going to double check, make sure that I can be seen, right? If you want, you can send me a message, right? That always speeds things up. But I want to welcome you, right? I want to welcome you most importantly for those who are brand new. I've got something jam-packed. I got a really powerful training today that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And I'm calling it episode 1, okay? This is the beginning of something powerful, okay? Something really, really powerful. So let me just check in on my phone, make sure everything's good to go. And I'm calling it episode. Okay, so we're good to go. We're good to go. So really, really excited, and I want to welcome every single one of you guys who are here live, man. This is so powerful. Now I just want to say I appreciate you guys for deciding to join, right, and deciding to catch the vision. You see, what we're going to be doing over the next 18 months is going to be super monumental. I know, a lot of you guys may think this is just something, this is just something that, this is a little thing, but, this is going to be huge, man. This is going to be really, really powerful, and consider yourself almost the founders of the Game Changers Alliance, right? And over the next 18 months, we're going to go out to grow out one of the biggest, most influential teams in the industry online, okay, over the next 18 months. And I'm really excited to be running on this, to be on this journey with you guys, because it's going to be really powerful. So again, congratulations to all the people who decided to sign up under me before the training began, right? So you guys are taking action, and I want to congratulate you for doing so and taking action. And this is just the beginning, and I'm really, really excited to share with you guys where we're going to be going with all of this in the next couple of months here, okay? So I'm really excited. One of the things that I'm going to ask you guys to do before we go ahead and get started is if you guys could so kindly block out any distractions, okay? I know that sometimes it's hard, being online and having 10,000 windows open, right? I know I'm guilty of doing that. And as a matter of fact, there I am, with more than one window open, but I'm going to go ahead and make this the only window open because I want to make sure that I'm going to be serving you guys. I'm going to make sure that I'm not distracted. So if you guys could so kindly block out any distractions, because I do truly believe with all of my heart that this training has the potential to change the rest of your life, okay? I know that's a bold statement, but I'm going to share with you guys why in the next couple of minutes, okay? So if you guys can just do me a favor, get rid of all distractions and kind of just zone in and just kind of allow this training to kind of just sink into your mind, right? So get started, okay? So the Game Changers Alliance, okay? So this is the team, okay? This is our team. This is the team right here that we've all decided to be a part of, okay? I'm the founder of the Game Changers Alliance along with my wife, okay? And this is a team within the 4% group, okay? So a lot of you guys may have joined through the 4% group, but we are creating our own team, and you are part of the Game Changers Alliance, okay? Now, there's big benefits in being part of the Game Changers Alliance. One of those benefits is that you guys are going to get access to me on a more closer level than ever before. Another benefit is going to be that you guys are going to get super exclusive training, right, to help you get the results that you're looking for. All right. Another benefit is going to be that we're going to be building a big community. You see, like, one of the things that one of my churches, the church that I go to does, which is a really powerful concept. Some of you guys may know this church. It's called Hillsong. Okay. And whether you believe in God or not, I want to make a point here. Okay. And one of the things that they do that is really, really good is that the church is really big. It's a big church. It's a worldwide church, okay? That's for one. So how they make a big church small is by doing something called Connect Groups. Okay, and Connect Groups is basically part of the same thing. It's part of the same church, except that it's on it's a smaller setting. Okay, it's a smaller setting. It's more of an intimate setting. So it's the same thing, right? 4% is what we're all under. Okay, all of you guys signed up for 4%, but we're doing. It's not like we're completely branching off. We're still part of it, except that this is our team name, right? So you could wear it nice and proud. You can scream it out. All right, Game Changers Alliance. Okay, I chose this name with my wife because I truly believe that we are all game changers, right? I truly believe that in order for this world to change around, is we need to create more game changers. So, excuse me, choking on my own spit. But consider yourself a game changer, okay? Consider yourself a game changer. Adopt that name, right? Make it yours. Own that. You are a game changer, and you are part of the Game Changers Alliance, okay? So I want to welcome you guys again for the new members training, episode 1, okay? And I'm going to just set my timer because I want to continue to keep getting better at being able to articulate information, being able to just keep everything nice, concise, and powerful. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna set the timer because I don't want to go over an hour. I respect your time. All right. So what are we gonna be talking about? You ready to build your online business? Hopefully that's a yes. Okay, you can put it in the comments below, or you could just just say yes in your mind, because I know some of you guys may be watching this on your phone or your computer. I'm not sure where, but you guys are awesome. Okay, so I want to start off by sharing a powerful quote, okay? And this is by Charlie Munger, and he says, "To get what you want, you have to deserve what you want. The world isn't crazy enough yet to reward a bunch of undeserving people." Charlie Munger said that, okay? That's a powerful, powerful, powerful quote, okay? We're going to be diving into this concept a little deeper. And this concept alone could potentially add more money into your pocket than you've ever seen from an online business ever before, okay? Or just in general in life. We're going to dive deeper into this, and understanding this concept will not only help you create wealth online, but will help you create wealth in all the different areas of your life, like your health, like your happiness, relationships, right? So I want you guys to pay close attention for the next couple of minutes, and I want you guys to lean in to some of the words that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the next couple of minutes here that we're going to be going into this, okay? So look, I want to first start off by saying that we're not newbies to this, okay? We've been actually doing this for 3 years now, okay? We've been doing this for 3 years, full-time, online, and it hasn't always been the best of the best, right? It didn't always start great. We've had some rough patches, and as an entrepreneur, right, we didn't know everything going into this, just the same way you don't know everything going into this new online system that we're part of, okay? So we had to learn a lot of the things the hard way. There was a lot of trial and error. Now, the great thing about this is that, when you partner up with people where you want to be, or people who are further ahead, the trial and error begins to minimize. Therefore, your learning curve, therefore the time it would take for you to get somewhere begins to start to shorten. And that's one of the benefits of being able to be part of the Game Changers Alliance. You're not doing this alone. You're not by yourself, okay? This is a team training, and I'm here to lead the way and to share with you guys what's possible for those who are willing to stick this out and willing to follow directions, okay? So again, we're not newbies. As a matter of fact, this is a little picture we did here, and this is actually, some of the people who have followed us online, and some people who decided to partner up with us and that have seen success in their own things, right? They have gone on to do their own thing now, and some of them are here, some of them are not, and it's totally cool because all of them are successful in what they do. But this is one of the teams that we built out and we helped out. And it's cool. You see, one of the things is that what I would like to do is I would like to meet every single one of you guys, right? Obviously the internet allows us to be connected to one another, but I would like to take a picture just like this, except I'd like for you to be in it. I like to meet up in events, okay? For those who are brand new, there is going to be an event coming up in November, okay? So that's going to be our opportunity to meet together, okay? Meet me and my wife. So make sure that you keep that in mind. It's going to be November 11th, okay? this upcoming month. And I promise you that events not only change your mind, change everything about you, but they also increase your income. Okay, that's powerful. Okay, so make sure you definitely. I like this picture to be a picture with you in it. Okay, so again, and you know what? There's going to be multiple events. Okay, there's going to be an event coming up pretty soon. So that's, you know, there's going to be events. You want to make sure you train yourself to go to events, especially events that are going to change your life, especially events that help you make money like this. Okay, so there we go. So what are we going to be discussing today, right? Let's get right to the chase, okay? We're going to be talking about new member setup, okay? Obviously, those who are coming in here, you guys are new members, okay? You guys are brand new members. So we're going to be talking about the setup of you as a new member, okay? You want to make sure you're completely set up. You want to make sure you're all suited up, ready to go, because we want to make sure, I want to make sure, right? And of course, I want to make sure that you're in position to start making money. You're in position to start changing your life. You're in position to start getting the results that you envision when you decided to join the 4% group, okay? Which is now our team, Game Changers Alliance. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about making your first sale with this system, and it's not what you think, okay? And then we're also going to be talking about income producing rituals that create money. You see, a powerful quote, okay, that I want to share with you guys really quickly, okay? By the way, just let me know if you guys can hear me. How many of you guys are there? Just let me know, okay? I'd appreciate that. You guys are awesome. So yeah, so I'm reading this. I got the opportunity to read this book called Six Months to Six Figures, okay, by Peter Vogt. Hopefully I said that right, okay? And in here, there's a powerful quote, okay? A powerful quote by David Tybersky. And he says, the amount of stress you have in your life is in direct correlation to the lack of rituals you have in place. Bam. So ask yourself, okay, where in your life are you feeling stressed out? Okay, where in your life are you feeling stressed out? And when you have that answer, right, it's probably because you don't have any rituals in that section. You know, really quickly, I would like to read you a poem. Okay, I'm not, you know, some of you guys are like, oh, look at this guy, he's so poetic, right? But it's actually not I didn't write this poem, okay? I got to give credit where credit is due, but it's a powerful poem, okay? Really quickly, I know we don't do poems here, but you know, I kind of want to make sure that you guys are getting a lot of value from this, okay? So there's a poem, okay? That's a powerful poem that goes like this: I am your constant companion, his helper, or your heaviest burden. I will push you onward or drag you down to failure. I am completely at your command. Half the things you do, you might just as well turn over to me. I will be able to do them quickly and correctly. I am easily managed. You must merely be firm with me. Show me exactly how you want something done, and after a few lessons, I will do it automatically. I am a servant of all great men, of all failures as well. Those who are great, I have made great. Those who are failures, I have made failures. I am not a machine, though I work with all the precision of a machine plus the intelligence of a man. You may run me for profit or run me for ruin. It makes no difference to me. Take me, train me, be firm with me, and I'll put the world at your feet. Be easy with me, and I'll destroy you. Who am I? Right? That's a cool little poem right there. Okay, and that shows you the power in having rituals. Okay, we're gonna be talking about income producing rituals. Okay, so let me start off by asking this question to myself. If I was a brand new person starting online again, what would I do? What would I do? And I'm going to share with you exactly what I would do, and it's going to be in connections with helping you make your first sale online. Okay, by the way, you guys are awesome. You guys are great. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being on here, okay? I really do appreciate your time. So there's a picture right there. That's actually me and my wife right there. This is actually our first event ever. Okay, this is our first event back in 2013. Of course, my wife is always being goofy. And she's, you know, she looks like the Hulk there, right? But it was exciting. It was an exciting time because This was our first event, and it was an event where we got to see people getting results, okay? You see, over the next 18 months, like I told you, you're going to see us build something tremendous together. This team online that, you know, that's going to be amazing and powerful, but together we are going to be able to create amazing success stories and amazing testimonials over the next 18 months, okay? So it's going to be really, really powerful. I'm pumped up, and I can't wait to meet you at an event. Again, there's going to be an event coming up, so make sure you're there so we can meet you, okay? So the first thing that I would do if I were to get online is I would immediately increase my deserving my deserving factor, okay? So something that Jim Rohn said, he said success does not respond to need or want, it responds to deserve, okay? Success does not belong to need or want, it responds to deserve, okay? And again, it goes back to this quote that we talked about. To get what you want, you have to deserve what you want. The world isn't crazy enough yet to reward a bunch of undeserving people, okay? So what is this deserving factor that we're going to be talking about? This deserving factor might very well be the impact, might be the very thing that impacts your income, impacts your life tremendously. Okay, so I want you guys to make sure you take out a notebook, make sure you write this down, because this is powerful. Again, this is not something I made up, okay? This is something that one of my mentors shared with me that I am now sharing with you, okay? So let's talk about this for a second, okay? You see, most people, when they start online, okay, they have this entitlement that they think that they should just start making money, okay? And they kind of look like this a little bit, right? They kind of look like a crybaby, right? They're crying. A baby cries, right? Because they cry to everything that they want, okay? And you know, when it's a baby, it's fine. Babies are learning. That's what they're supposed to do. But as you get older, right? You know, it's like you got to drop the childish ways. And I'm not saying any of you guys are on here that way, but I have seen people who get started online who are looking to have success, and they're basically they're basically saying, I need to make money. I want to make money. I want it. I need it. I need it. But you know what? The truth of the matter is if you want to be successful with this online system, if you want to be a leader in the Game Changers Alliance, if you want to be part of the inner circle, because there is an inner circle, there's a leadership council in the Game Changers Alliance, okay? All right, this is one level, okay, for new members, for people who are getting started, but there's a leadership council. Okay, if you want to be part of the leadership council inside of Game Changers Alliance, right, you can't act like this, okay? You can't think or have an entitlement. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying, I'm just sharing just in general, okay? You can't become a crybaby, right? Because success doesn't respond to crybabies. They respond to people who deserve it. So do you deserve success? Do you deserve to make money online? Do you deserve all the things that you truly want? Now, for most of us, we're just going to say yes. But what is really the deserving factor? How do we increase our deserving factor? Okay? So really quickly, like a farmer, okay? You see this cool farmer here? He's got his eggs, he's got his chicken, he's got his hat, he's got his farm in the back, right? He's ready to go, okay? When you start online, you have seed, like a farmer, right? A farmer has seeds, and they plant their seeds, okay? So then they plant their seeds now, fruits later of the harvest, okay? They water their land, they take care of it, right? And when the fruits and plants are ready, and the fruits and vegetables are ready, right? They make sure to take the seeds out so they can continue to keep planting, continue to keep growing for the future. So we have to model after a farmer, okay? Imagine if a farmer all of a sudden stands in front of the farm in winter time, and he's like crying, and he's like, oh, I want food, I want plants, I want, you know, like, wow, but he hasn't done any work, right? That would be a foolish farmer, right? So you don't want to be foolish, man. You want to be wise. You want to be wise, right? You want to make sure that now that you're part of this, yeah, you're going to take these seeds and you're going to begin to start planting them. You're going to begin to start watering them. You're going to begin to start taking care of it so you can begin to start seeing the fruits of your labor. So you can begin to start seeing money in your bank account from this system, right? So you can begin to start getting signups, getting results, okay? So my question, and probably your question when I first understood this principle is, how do I increase my deserving level? How do I increase my deserving level? How do I do that? Right? It's probably a question that you have. How do you increase your deserving level? How many of you guys want to know how? Okay? It's really simple. But guess what? Common sense is uncommon. What seems obvious is sometimes the belief that we have is, if we understand it, we will do it. That's not true. If that was the case, how many people have gone to a seminar or an event or have gone through a training course and they understood it, but they still haven't succeeded? You see, there's a gap between knowing and doing. So even though this stuff may make sense to you, are you actually applying it? So how do you increase your deserving level? You have to look at your deserving level, the deserving factor in your life as a thermometer. Some of you guys, the thermometer is really, really low. For some of you guys are halfway there. And for some, very few, your level is high. Okay, but even then, there's no cap. You see, we are made in God's image, which means that we are limitless, right? We are abundance, okay? There's no cap to our potential. We could grow as big as we want to. We could have as much as we want, and we can become into the person that we would like to, and then some. So there's really no cap, okay? Some of us are probably struggling in different areas, and some of us are struggling monetarily because we haven't increased our deserving level. So you do that by injecting knowledge and wisdom into your mind. As a matter of fact, you guys being on here and taking notes, I want to congratulate you, because you're injecting knowledge and wisdom into your mind. Okay, but it doesn't stop there. Release ignorance. You have to release ignorance, the lies that you've been told, limiting beliefs about money, limiting beliefs about being able to make money. You know, I was actually in Chicago last month in July, and I got the privilege to attend a church out there. I'm not gonna say the names or anything like that, and nothing against. I love God, I love church and everything, right? But you know, sometimes, right, beliefs about stuff can become your beliefs, your reality. Okay, and you know, there was this person who was talking, and he was basically saying, you know, how, you know, it would be nice. It would be so nice. I mean, it would be like La La Land to be on vacation and make money online, but that's not the reality, because you have to work for money. And you know, it was funny because as I was there listening, right, money was actually being made. Okay, sales were coming in from one of my stores. Okay, and I was like, from one of my businesses, right? So it's funny because what he was saying was a limiting belief in reality, because I was kind of on vacation when I went to Chicago, and I was making money while I was on vacation. So you see, you have to release the lies that sometimes we have grown up with. You see, when you're born, the religion you have, you don't get to choose the education you have. You don't get to choose the language that you're in, that you speak. At a certain level, you begin to start having, or you get to pick and choose. How you increase your deserving level is by injecting knowledge and wisdom into your mind. You have to become more valuable, right? If you're not making the money that you want right now, if you don't have a promotion, it's because you're probably, and some of you guys may not want to hear this, because you haven't been increasing your deserving factor. But that was then. This is your opportunity to increase your deserving factor. So if you are going to increase your deserving factor, just put it in the comments, send me a message, just let me know, okay? Because I want to know how many game changers are on here who are ready to increase the deserving level, okay? That's what I want to know. Okay, so Jerry Seinfeld, okay? He ended up, at one point, he was the highest paid comedian. I think he was earning like $85 million a year, okay? And what Jerry Seinfeld would do before going to bed is he would write one joke per night. Jerry Seinfeld, the highest paid comedian, I believe, in 2013, okay, making about $85 million that year, okay? So he would write one joke per night. How many of you guys are becoming a little wiser every day? How many of you guys are actually becoming a little bit more valuable every day? How many of you guys are taking some time out of your day to learn something new, right? How many of you guys are taking some time to learn more about the 4% and how you can make money online? You guys are a little more wiser because you guys decided to jump on this training. You guys have decided to join the 4%, and you guys are in the right direction. There, this should be something that's an ongoing process. Even when you guys start making money with the system, even when you guys replace your income with your job's income or whatever, right? You still want to continue to keep growing. You still want to increase your deserving factor, okay? So something that I forgot who mentioned this. I believe it was one of my mentors, and he said step by step you get ahead, early and fast spurts. Okay, I heard that from Tai Lopez, and Tai Lopez heard that from his mentor. Okay, step by step you get ahead, but not necessarily in fast spurts. I put this picture here because in this picture you have a bunch of Kenyan runners, or I'm sorry, I'm being no, these are Ethiopians, okay? There's people from different countries. I apologize about that. I don't know why I said Kenyan runners. I believe it's because every time I see someone win the medal, it's like a Kenyan or something. But anyways, these racers are specifically geared to run for a really long time. So while they're racing, they're not going really fast. As a matter of fact, some of the people that win happen to win because they pace themselves out correctly. Time as things start to get heated and it becomes the last lap, they do start to speed up, right? But in life and in this business, you have to understand that if you really want to get to the levels that you imagine, all right, you're not just here to make quick money, but you're here to build a long-term business. If that's you, if you can identify with being able to build a long-term business that can supply your needs, that can continue to feed your family, that can continue to allow you to travel and have the freedom that you're looking for, then you need to understand it's going to be step by step you get ahead. Spurts, okay? That doesn't mean you can't make money fast. All that means is that you have to have a long-term vision, okay? So before we get started, okay, I would like to ask you two questions that will change your life if you answer them by tonight. Okay, so we're still here on pace. Okay, we're gonna get into the good stuff in a couple of minutes here. Okay, but I want to ask you two questions that will change your life. Now, they're only gonna change your life if you activate the value in the questions. How do you activate the value? Well, I'm glad you asked. Activate the value by answering them. Okay, these are not powerful questions if you don't answer them. They have no power. You get the power when you answer the questions, okay? So the first question that I would like to ask you, and I want you to write this down. I want you to write your answer, and then if you want, you can, excuse me, you can message me your answer. Let me just drink some water. I'm getting like a little, here, hold on. That's pretty good. And let me just eat some popcorn. This one. I'm eating this cereal called Go Lean Kashi Crunch. Has 9 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, 500 milligrams of omega-3. Let me take my last bite. Hold up. All right. So the first question I want to ask you, why would you bet on yourself to succeed? Okay. Now, okay, I got to tell you that most people will answer this like, oh, man, this is easy. I know I'll bet myself to succeed. Okay, answer that. Bet yourself to succeed. Okay? Why would you bet on yourself to succeed? Is it because you're a leader, because of your passion, because of your drive, because of your purpose, because of your relationship with God, because you're a good person? Write that stuff down, okay? Write that stuff down. Imagine this. Imagine if you could go back to high school, and you can go back to high school. For some of us, you guys are like, whoa, that's a long time. But for some of us, it's like, oh, that was not too long ago. Imagine if you could go back to high school and you can choose, if you could choose on your classmate that would become successful. And if you choose right, you make 10% of that person's earnings for life. So if that person makes $1 million in his lifetime, okay, you make 10% of that. Okay, how cool would that be? Go back in high school and choose the person who would be successful, right? Ask yourself, why would you choose that person? What about that person? I'm going to choose that person because I could see that person being successful. What about them? Their attributes? What about their qualities? What about the way they thought? What about them, right? So maybe that example might help you guys out. But ask yourself, why would you bet on yourself to succeed? Now, here's the next question. Be ready to hear this. But ask yourself this question. Why would you bet on yourself to fail? Okay, now these are two powerful questions, okay? Because when you realize these two powerful questions, you'll begin to start to see the difference, okay? So why would you bet on yourself? Why would you bet on yourself to fail? Okay, what about who you are? Because nobody's perfect, okay? I answered these questions too, and I realized what I needed work on, okay? But it transformed my life, okay? So why would you bet on yourself to fail? That's a question that you want to ask yourself, okay? Why would you do that? Why would you bet yourself on to fail? Be honest, okay? This is only going to work if you're honest, okay? So really write down some of the things that you need work on, some of the things that hold you back, some of the things that prevent you from doing that, okay? For you guys to do is I'd like for you guys to message me when you've answered these questions. Send me your response. Send me your answers. I'll take a look at them. I'll look at them. I'll check them out. Okay. So answer these questions. Now imagine this. Imagine if you could go back to high school and an investor tells you, let's say you're with an investor, and he says, I want you to choose on the person who's going to fail in life. And if you choose right, I'm going to give you $1 million. Right? $1 million. That means that if you guess right, if you choose the right person who's going to fail in life, then you get $1 million. Okay. So these are going to be the questions that I want you guys to answer tonight. Okay. Answer them tonight, because when you do, you're doing two things. Number one, you're becoming more powerful. And number two, now you know what you need to work on, which makes you even more powerful. Okay. So now let's begin. And let's start with what I wouldn't do, okay? So now, here's where we're going to go. We're going to start doing a couple things. I got this. Look at this person's face. It's pretty funny, right? She's like, right? What I wouldn't do. So again, what is this about, right? If I were to start online again, what wouldn't I do, okay? What wouldn't I do? And then this is also going to give you a couple of answers. Start doing what to avoid so you can make your first sale online. Is that a deal? Is that fair? Hopefully that's fair, okay? So what wouldn't I do if I was starting all over again, okay? So a couple of things that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't brand the company, okay? I wouldn't spam people. I wouldn't use any swipes or copy that the company was using. I wouldn't get desperate to make money, okay? So let's take one of these. Let's take one by one and let's talk a little bit more about it, okay? I wouldn't brand the company. Why wouldn't I brand the company, man? Like let's just brand the company, man. Let's just brand the company, man. You know, that's the thing. You see, the company doesn't need any more credibility. The company is probably a solid company, especially the one we're going with, okay? The opportunity we're part of, trust me, okay? Vic Strieshouse, he has an amazing track record. His reputation is great. He has a big following, okay? He doesn't need you to brand him. He has more than enough credibility. But what about you? Do you have credibility? Do you have credibility? Do people trust you? Would people buy from you? Do people think you're valuable? So I wouldn't brand the company. I'm not going to spend time branding the company. I'm going to spend time branding myself. Branding myself. So let me give you a couple of ideas here. Ideas really quickly. Let me just zoom out of here really quickly, and let me give you a couple of ideas, okay? So just so you guys understand. Here we go. So, you know, I've taken, you know, branding myself now. I've actually got close to about 1,000 people following me on Facebook, right? And that's pretty cool, man. I'm excited about that, right? I got content. I got people who are constantly commenting. I got a following, man. I got a following, okay? And it didn't come easy, all right? But it wasn't hard once I understood this concept. One of the things that I do one of the ways that I branded myself is through my introduction. Okay, so I want to kind of share with you guys, not to like, not because I'm conceited or anything like that, but just to show you an understanding. Okay, like for example, if we take a look at this video, we were in Seattle, Washington the last couple of days, right? But let me just turn this on really quickly. In my introduction, I brand myself. So check this out.
Just hear me? Policy Q here. Pow! Hello. You already know. Let's go. And I'm here with my wife.
Okay, so that's one of the ways. Like if we check this video too, I do the same thing here.
Okay, let's try that again one more time, man. Yeah, so it looks like the connection was okay.
Okay, so in a lot of my videos, I do that introduction, like, hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Policy Q. Pow! Low, like, let's check out this video here, right?
Policy Q here. Pow! Low, you already know. Let's go.
Okay, so even though that may sound, even though most people won't ever look into that, right? They remember names. They remember characters. They remember characters and stories. Okay, they remember characters. Look, there's a bunch of Paulos out there. Okay, maybe not a whole bunch. Okay, that name's kind of unique. But there's a bunch of Johns and Katies and Sams and George and Jasons and Derek and Terrence, right? There's a bunch of those names out there. So you got to separate yourself from everyone else. You have to get people to remember you. So a cool thing that you could do is you can actually brand yourself by having a cool introduction. Some of you guys are like, hold up, I got to do videos? Look, listen, you're going to have to do a couple of things that are uncomfortable if you want to increase your deserving factor. If you want to become more valuable in the marketplace, if you want to brand yourself, if you want people to get to know you, you're going to have to do a whole lot. You're going to have to do some things that are going to make you uncomfortable, okay? So I wouldn't brand the company. Another way that you can brand yourself, you can brand yourself through some kind of logo. You can brand yourself through they're just you. You know, actually, one of the easiest way to brand yourself is to just teach others what you're learning. Okay? So if you're learning every day, if you're becoming wiser every day, then you should have things that you can teach on. You should have things that you can share with people, right? You should be able to have some kind of tips that you can give out to people, right? So some of you guys are like, well, I don't have a following in a couple of minutes, okay? The next thing you definitely don't want to do is you don't want to spam people. I've been down that road and it doesn't work. So why? What is this spamming thing? Spamming is for people who are desperate to make money, okay? You're not desperate to make money, okay? And guess what? This is not like we're taking step by step, right? We're not looking to make $1 million in one night, okay? Right? Can you make $1 million with the 4%? Absolutely, you can. And I'm going to share with you guys something called Matching Millions in a couple of minutes at the end of this webinar. But anyways, right? You don't want to brand yourself. You don't want to spam. Don't spam people, okay? One of the ways people spam is on Facebook is they put you in this big group and they tell you to buy stuff, right? Or they don't even get to know you and they just want you to buy stuff, okay? Relationship, nothing, okay? Another thing is I wouldn't use any swipes or copy the company's using, okay? What does this mean? Okay, so the system is great, and it's awesome. But get into the habit, okay? And that's not what I'm not talking about the system. The system is going to work for itself. But get into the habit of using your own material versus using the company's material, okay? Now, in the very beginning, this may be kind of hard to do. So I'm not expecting you to do it right off the bat. But if you keep this in your mind and remember this, you're going to get so much better at this, okay? You're going to get a lot better when you start creating your own material, okay? You're going to get more and more credibility, more trust, okay? And the last thing is I wouldn't be desperate to make money. When you're desperate to make money, it shows, all right? When you look at people as dollar signs, people will never buy from you because they're like, this person doesn't care about me. People want to be cared for, especially as we continue to advance in this internet game and people, and more people are learning about online businesses, right? And how they work, okay? What's going to be one of the reasons why people buy from you is going to be feeling like you care for them. So care for people, right? Don't just look at them as dollar signs. Okay, I know it's important for you guys to make money, and you guys will make money if you guys are not desperate to make money. Remember that. Okay, don't be desperate to make money, because being desperate to make money, okay, that kind of energy shows that, like, that kind of energy instantly positions you as if you're like like poor or something, right? And why would anyone want to join someone who's poor? Okay, now I'm not just saying financially, poor in their thinking. Join other people who are excited, people who are going somewhere, people who are leaders, people who are passionate, people who are not desperate. So definitely those are some of the things I wouldn't do, okay? So the next thing that I want to share with you guys is what would I do? Okay, what would I do? Okay, there's a lot of things that I would do here, but let's go one by one and talk about this, okay? I would form allies, okay? What is this? Okay, allies, okay? So if you think about some of the most successful people, okay, they have allies, and you should have allies as well. How do you form allies? One of the fastest, most simplest ways to form allies is in this group right here. Okay, so as we continue to advance with the Game Changers Alliance, we are going to be building a community. We are going to have our own Facebook group. We are going to have our own membership site where you guys can download some of the training that we do. Okay, but guess what? Right? Guess what? Check this out for a second. Okay, what's the fastest way to form an ally today? Like, you guys could do this today if you're smart. Okay, so let's check this out for a second. Okay, some of you guys are not even taking advantage of this. Okay, so one of the fastest ways to form allies is make sure you're part of this group. Okay, make sure you're part of this group. So when you join this group, okay, there's going to be people who are commenting. There's going to be people here who are asking questions, right? Engage, participate with this community of 4% group. Make sure you're engaging with this community. Make sure you're up to date, okay? Make sure you're liking people's posts, man. You know, congratulate people for making decisions, right? There's people joining every day, okay? Make sure you interact with people, because guess what? This is a community where you can begin to form allies. Now, what's the reason? Allies, okay? Let me just say congrats. You see, it's something like, you know, congrats, man. Happy for you. You know, more people making money with the system, okay? System, okay? There it is. There's the proof right there, okay? So it's your chance now. It's your turn next, okay? So you want to start to just interact, just be part of this group, and begin to start forming allies. Why do you want to form allies? When you form allies, you guys can begin to start uplifting one another. You guys can transfer credibility to one another. Okay, so powerful concept. I'm not going to go too deep into that because that's more for our leadership council stuff. But just understand that you need to start forming allies. One of the fastest way to do that is by friending people in this group. Your vision. People who are going to be supportive on your videos, okay? When your followers see other people supporting you, it creates in their mind credibility. It makes people go, huh, well, that person who I really don't know seems to be supporting him, so it seems like I should be supporting him because he's probably saying something right, okay? There's this book called Influence. You should check it out, okay? The next thing that you want to do is you want to detach yourself from the outcome, okay? I know you guys are here to make money, but check this out. If you guys detach yourself from the outcome and you just focus on becoming more valuable and giving more value, okay? The money will come. You have to be in this for the long run, okay? So look, I've never seen anyone be, I'm sorry, one of the common denominators with the ultra successful and rich people is that they have long-term vision. Make a commitment right now today that you're going to be in this for the long run. You're not in this for a walk in the park. You're not in this for just today and then gone tomorrow, okay? You're in this for the long run, okay? That's the kind of mentality successful people have. And if you want to obtain success, you want to you want to start making money online, you want to build a solid business online, you have to have that kind of mentality, okay? Another thing is you want to find one strategy. Pick one strategy. Okay, pick one strategy. Pick one strategy to generate traffic and to make sales, okay? So one of the cool things, you guys are in for a treat, because one of the strategies that I've mastered is how to generate traffic on Facebook, Instagram, because Instagram is part of Facebook, so it works very similar, okay? So for those in the Leadership Council, congratulations, okay? Because I know there's people in the Leadership Council. okay? And I will be personally teaching you how to use Facebook advertisement and Instagram to get sales into this online system, okay? But for those who are watching this, okay, who are new members, you want to pick one strategy to generate traffic, okay? One strategy to generate traffic. Don't try to learn all of it. Don't try to learn like 10,000 different ways, okay? Focus on one, okay? The next thing is learn what's an income producing activity. When I got started online, I didn't know what an income producing activity was. I spent so much time on things that didn't make me any money. When we go over this, what an income producing activity is. The next thing is you want to create personal rituals, okay? Personal rituals. We'll talk about what those are in a couple of minutes here, okay? Anything you're spending money on, this is a really powerful one, and I'm going to use an example here. Anything you're spending money on, be creative and use it for marketing. Some of you guys are probably saying, well, I don't have money to spend on advertisement. But you know what? The truth is that you do. Anything into a marketing piece. Now, this is going to be a big aha moment for some of you guys. So I want you guys to pay close attention. You can turn anything and everything in your life right now into marketing. You just have to become aware of it. And as I'm sharing this now with you, you're consciously beginning to become aware of that. What do I mean by that? Okay, here's something I want to share with you guys here. Okay, so how can you turn anything into a marketing piece? Okay, so I ended up flying to Seattle, Washington for one of my buddies who got married. Okay, he's also like a business mentor to me, and he shares a lot of cool things about business. Okay, I was using this entire trip as a way to market myself, right? As you can see, I'm doing videos. I'm in a boat. Okay. So guess what? I'm using this marketing piece. I'm using this time that I'm spending as a marketing piece. I'm marketing this. I'm marketing myself, and I'm letting people know that I'm living I'm living the life. Okay, I have an online business, and I'm living the life. Okay, I'm using this as an online marketing piece. Okay, a dance with my wife. Can you believe that? Wife. How can you use that into marketing? You got to become aware. You have to be very aware of what you can use as a marketing piece, okay? Okay, so this is another marketing piece. Look, me and my wife drinking wine, we're using it as a marketing piece. Look, it's amazing the kind of freedom having an online business has helped us to create. This is just the beginning. Cheers to the good life. It had 113 likes, okay? Okay, look at that. Look how awesome that is, okay? So I'm using a lot of different things into marketing pieces, okay? I'm using a lot of different things for marketing. And then I did a webinar here. This is pretty cool. Right, so you can check that out, right? But I'm just giving you guys some examples here just so you understand. You can turn anything into a marketing piece, right? If you're going on date night with your wife or your husband, or if you're going to the movies, turn that into a marketing piece. You're already spending money. So why not turn it into some kind of tip or training, or, you know, hey, you know, it's pretty cool to be able to set some time aside because I'm going to the movies. I have to think about having to work a second job because I have an online business that I'm working part-time right now building. You know, you could be so indirect, okay? Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this because, again, this is the stuff we talk about in the Leadership Council, okay? But I'm giving you some good nuggets here, man. Hopefully you're getting some value from this, okay? Okay, and the next thing, you have to domesticate your following. What the hell does that mean? What does it mean to domesticate your following, okay? So the best way I can help you guys understand this is, like, when you have a dog, you can domesticate a dog to do anything, okay? There's like that show called Dog Whisper, okay? Where this guy, right, goes into people's house and he basically domesticates the dog to be a good dog, okay? He goes to like the worst dogs, the baddest dogs, and by the end of the day, or by the end of the time that he's there, the dog to behave the right way. He domesticates the dog to understand certain patterns and certain rewards and certain things, right? So guess what? I don't have a following. I don't have anyone. Who's gonna, like, that's easy for you to say, but guess what? No, you do have a following. If you have friends right now in your life, Okay, if you have Facebook friends, if you have social media, people are always watching because number one, people are very nosy. People are always watching what you're doing. They're watching what you're doing. Some of you guys are like, no, you don't understand. They're not. Oh, no, I don't have any followers. Yes, they are. All right. People are always watching what you're doing. So you have to domesticate your following. You have to begin to start to condition your following to look at you as a valuable person. You have to domesticate your following, and you have to get them to understand that you are a credible person. You have to domesticate your following and get them to understand that they have to buy from you because you're the best thing since okay? You have to domesticate your following and get them to see you as an authority and as someone that shares value and they're willing to buy from. Okay? I just went off on a rant, but hopefully some of you guys understood it. Okay? And the last thing is up as an authority. Okay, some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do that. Look, listen, this is actually a lot easier than what you think. Position yourself as an authority. Just be in front of them. Just show up. Just show up. Just show up. Share value. Share tips. Share quotes. And by doing that, you instantly position yourself as an authority. That's it. That is it. Okay. So obviously we can go deeper, but that's for the leadership council. So let's talk about a little bit more. So how would you make your first sale online with the system? Okay, let's get to that now, okay? Because we're getting to the end of this, okay? We got about, and we're gonna talk about this in a couple minutes, okay? So how do you make your first sale online with the system? Ways you could do it. You could do it the free way, or you could do it the paid way. Free way. The free way is gonna require a little bit more effort on your part. What if you don't have money to advertise, you don't have money to do this, that, right? What you got to do it the free way, man. You got to do it the free way, okay? So the free way is you got to ask for the sale. It's that simple, okay? All right, so you have to do something called bridge marketing, okay? Bridge marketing. Bridge marketing. Bridge marketing is going to be one of the things that you're going to hear me say a lot, okay? You can use bridge marketing for a lot of things, but you can use it to make your first sale, and you're going to be doing it the free way. So what is bridge marketing? Is bridging somebody who comes to you over to what you're selling. And you can do this very, very simple, okay? So you could do this with a lot of things. Trust me, it's a lot easier than what you think, okay? So for those who have Facebook, social media, okay? If you guys don't have social media, come on, guys. You guys are like, I don't know what part of the world you guys are living on. You guys got to get on it. You guys have to become adaptable, all right? Times are changing, all right? And you have to make sure you're changing with them or you're going to get left behind. So hopefully all of you guys who are watching this have social media, have Facebook, okay? So one thing that you could do is you can check out how many friends you have on Facebook, okay? So for me, I have like about 3,000 friends and a whole bunch of friend requests I got to answer to, okay? I got a whole bunch of friend requests I have to answer to, okay? I really have to get better at that. Like it just continues to keep going, okay? You know, one of the reasons why I get friend requests is because I'm constantly giving value, okay? But you know what? This doesn't have to be, you know, this is not because I'm superhuman. It's because I'm telling you, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, okay? What I'm telling you to do. Sorry. So, I mean, it just keeps going. Friend requests. Holy cow, I really have to answer some of these. So just remember, just understand that, okay? Just remember that. How long does this thing go for? Man, this thing goes for quite some time, man. I really have to get better at this. Anyways, make sure you're giving value, right? Give value, man. Give value, okay? And you're gonna do something called bridge marketing. So you can use bridge marketing in your videos. You can use bridge marketing when you're talking to someone on Facebook. You can use bridge marketing when you're anywhere, really. Okay, so how does bridge marketing work? Okay, so marketing works in a couple of ways. It's in the leadership council. Okay, but bridge marketing, what it basically is like you have a page online that you get where you send people. Okay, when people land on that page, they're going to be giving you their information. They're going to give you their email, their name, even their phone number possibly, that you can follow up with them online. And to this page, this right here, okay, really quickly. Okay, this right here is your bridge marketing right here, okay? But this is just an example. You could do this with anything really, but bridge marketing is a video reframing that person about to see, okay? Most people, when they get started online, here's what they do. And people straight to the offer, okay? Straight to the offer, which is the 4% thing, okay? You have to bridge them over into the offer, okay? People don't know what 4% is, and just because you're excited about it doesn't mean they're going to be excited. So you have to bridge them over online. And in the free way that you could do this is obviously you could do it through Facebook, okay? So let's say I was doing like a message on Facebook, okay? If I was talking to someone on Facebook, let's say I start to talk to, I don't know, let's say I'm talking to someone, okay? I can bridge it so easily. Let's say I'm talking to a friend on Facebook. I'm talking to someone, okay? You can bridge it over. Let's say we're just talking, hey, you know, blah, 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 you know, hey, how's your day? How's everything? And just keep asking that person what's new in their life. And guess what? Eventually, you're going to know a lot of stuff about what's happening in their life. Most people are bored. Most people are stuck in life. Most people are looking for something new. And most people are always open to make money online. Okay, most people are always open to creating another stream of income. Okay, who's going to say no to making more money online? So you can bridge it over. You could say, hey, by the way, you know, I realized that, you know, you did mention that you're looking for a second job. Figured, you know, why not, you know, since you're looking for a second job, it probably means that you're looking for another stream of income. And by the way, I just wanted to share with you that I have a way for you to actually do that. And it doesn't require you to. So you can just send that. You see how I bridged it over? You see how I bridged it over? You could do that through videos, okay? Let's say I'm doing a video here. I give value, and then I bridge it over. I say, hey, by the way, if you liked everything I shared, I also want to let you know that every time I share videos, every time I speak, I also get paid for doing that. If you guys want to know how to do that, you know, message me right now and I'll give you the link. People over all the time. Just start thinking about bridge marketing. Bridge marketing is pre-framing someone before they watch something, okay? So I'll give you an example of how to do it online. So this is another way that I just did. So I just ended up creating my bridge marketing page, which, by the way, for those in the Leadership Council, I'm going to be sharing with you guys step-by-step how to do this, okay? So you guys don't have to worry about that, okay? I'll share with you guys how to connect everything. It's going to be really awesome. You guys are going to really like that training. For those only in the Leadership Council, okay? If you guys want to know more about how you can get in the Leadership Council, you guys can message me after this webinar. But anyways, I did really quickly, and it's a bridge video, okay? So bridge marketing is not just restricted to one thing. It's always basically pre-framing people. See, most people don't buy anything when they're not pre-framed. You have to pre-frame people. You got to warm people up before they see what they're about to see. You go and watch a movie, trailer, right? It's a pre-frame. It's a pre-frame. It's the same thing when it comes to movies. It works the same thing with business. So this is a pre-frame video, okay? It's actually a pretty cool video there. I did Tubi for the first time online when I went to Seattle, Washington. And pretty cool. Anyways.
Yeah, man, I'm not sure if you caught
So it's a video, right? And at the end of this video, I'm telling people, okay, I gotta fix that. I'm redirecting people to the 4%. Okay, so this is what you call the bridge video. Okay, but you can do this with anything. Okay, so hopefully you guys understand what I mean by that. If you don't, you guys should really consider, you guys should really consider doing a couple things here. So, where did I go? Where was I at? Okay, there we go. So that's bridge marketing, okay? That's what I just showed you right there. So, okay, what is the paid way? You guys are in for a treat, okay? Like I told you guys, one of the expertise, one of the ways one of the skill sets that I've developed in becoming very, very, very knowledgeable in has been running Facebook advertisement, okay, to generate leads, to generate sales. I mean, to make money online, okay? So for those in the Leadership Council, the strategy that we're going to be going with for this opportunity, for this online system, okay, is we're going to be building out big, massive fan pages, okay? We're going to be building out, and then we're going to bridge them over to the 4%. This is going to be really cool. We're going to do Facebook advertisement. We're going to, man, you guys are in for a treat, man. If you're part of the Leadership Council, man, I want to congratulate you because, man, you made a great decision. So we're going to be talking about more in detail, okay, how we're going to be putting that. So the paid way that we're going to be going with is going to be through Facebook advertisement, okay? That's how you can make your first sale, okay? So what I'm going to do is I want to move into something called income producing rituals that make you money, okay? So really simple, okay? Understand this. There's only 3 things that can make you money, 3 categories that are going to make you money. And when I got started online, the biggest thing that I missed out on was I did not understand what income producing rituals were, okay? Are going to know, okay? Very simple. Every day you have to be doing 3 things like a farmer, planting your seeds to make money online, okay? The first thing, traffic. I'm not talking about the kind of traffic you sit in. I'm talking about visitors to your website or getting eyeballs to your website, okay? So that's the first income producing activity. So every day when you start working, when you start working on your business, ask yourself, am I doing an income producing activity? Creating traffic. Is what I'm doing creating traffic? If it's not, drop it, okay? Capturing leads, okay? What does this mean? For those, some of you guys are brand new, you guys are like, what the hell does that mean? Okay, something we will go over in detail later on in later trainings, but it basically means, are you collecting people's information? Because online, how things work, email marketing to get people to buy stuff from us online. So when someone gives you their information and they don't buy anything, you can follow up with them to get them to buy later. You have to follow up with them because, and one of the ways you do that is by capturing leads. So is what you're doing capturing leads? If it's not generating traffic, then drop it because it's not an income producing activity. Next thing is convert sales. Is what you're doing right now going to make you money? If the answer is yes, then keep doing it. If the answer is no, don't do it. I'm talking about when you get in the zone and you're like, I want to make money online, these are the 3 things you have to be focusing on. I want to keep it simple. Comments. Some of you guys like, I know this, but guess what? Are you doing it? But it's another thing to do it. Are you doing this? Because if you're not going to make any money online. Okay, it's really simple. When I got started online, I thought that reading a book was an income producing activity. I thought that watching training was an income producing activity. Guess what? Okay, it's not. But guess what? Guess what? You have to do those things because that's part of it, getting knowledge and wisdom. But then you have to apply what you learn, okay? So even though this right now is technically not an income producing activity, elevate the value in what I'm sharing with you, it can turn into money, okay? So I'm not telling you to be so black and white with things, like not read no books, not do any of that, right? But understand that you have to have a balance. If you want to make money online, you have to devote time to these 3 things, okay? So we'll talk about them in deeper discussion. The last thing that I want to talk about before we bounce out of here, okay, is your dream income. What is your dream income? How much would you like to start earning a month, okay? For a lot of people, $10,000 when they're getting started online seems to be one of the biggest goals that everybody wants to hit. Let's do something here, okay? When people look at $10,000, a lot of people get intimidated, okay? But check this out. One of the coolest ways to get your mind to believe that you're going to hit those income, smaller in your mind. So if you think that $10,000 is really big, then divide it by 30 days. And now, it would be $330.33 that you would need to make per day to hit that income. Still too big in your mind, okay? Divide that by the hours, okay? In order for you to hit $10,000, all you would have to do is make $13.88 per hour, okay? Now, some of you guys are like, oh, I've made more than $13 per hour. Oh, I can do that. Oh, that's simple, right? So the fastest way to get your mind to believe that you can hit this goal is by making it smaller. We can even make this even smaller, okay? That an hour, and we divide it by 60 minutes, okay? In order for you to make that income, you would actually have to make 23 cents per minute, okay? You see how that works? So you want to make sure you are doing this. Write the goal down, and if you don't believe it, keep making it smaller and smaller into your mind until you finally believe it, until you accept it and you go, I believe that I could do that. I believe I deserve that. So one last thing that I wanted to talk about before we bounce out of here, then I'm going to give you guys the homework assignment that I want you guys to do. I want you guys to do the homework assignment. And it costs them more money than what they think. Okay, so I'll share with you what the homework assignment is in a second. Okay, in the Game Changers Alliance, okay, there are multiple streams of income, okay, your goal, all right? These little balls that I have here represent a certain amount of income. This bucket that I have here represents your income bucket, okay? When it fills up to the top, it means that you've made $10,000. You see, right now, you guys are in position to make only one stream of income. So every time you get someone to buy the 4%, $2 residually, which is not bad because you make it every month, okay? But you got to make that smaller, even smaller. It's like this in the bucket. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. So a bunch of those to fill the bucket. Okay, a whole bunch of those. Okay, see how tiny it is? But guess what? For some of you guys, in position to make a little bit more money. So now it looks like that, right? But then there's those who are in the leadership council who are in position to make big money, man, big money. And then you see how fast it fills up when you have bigger streams of income, right? Okay, how do you do this? So for those who don't know for some of you guys probably don't even know that you can make multiple streams of income. Okay, so it's not, you shouldn't just settle for making $22 a month, okay? You get one person to buy one thing, they can buy more things. So you want to make sure that you're in position. Okay, really quickly. You want to make sure that you're in position. All right, hold up. You want to make sure that you're in position, okay? You can make as much money as you can. It's not fair if you're not. It's not fair to your family. It's not fair to you. Okay, why wouldn't you want to make more money? So all of these boulders represent a stream of income. If you can get a bigger chunk, it's a lot less work than trying to make tiny, teeny little commissions. Does that make sense? So some of you guys, here's what I need you guys to do, okay? I need you guys to go into the 4%. It says 4% group, and I need you to start setting up your funnel. This is going to be one of the ways that you can add more streams of income, and we'll talk about this, okay, on the next training, okay? There's also going to be a section where you guys can actually get your links to start promoting this. Some of you guys don't even have your links to promote this. Watch the training videos to make sure you're in position to actually start collecting payments. Some of you guys are not even in position to collect payments. So You want to make sure you are ready to receive, okay? Receive in your life the commissions that will come into your life, okay? Another thing that I advise you guys to do is I advise you guys to make sure you guys stay updated with the live webinars that one of my mentors, Vic Streishouse, okay? So make sure that you guys are up to date with the stuff that's happening here, okay? Make sure you guys are watching their stuff too, the live webinar. There's webinar replays here that you guys can watch if you missed, okay? Just make sure, please make sure you're all set up here, okay? And then, of course, for those who want to join the Leadership Council, and for those who want to be in the best position to make most of the money, right? You guys want to join something called the Tech Mastermind. Okay, actually, it just ended. I apologize. It just ended. But, okay, stay tuned for an official rollout of the Tech Mastermind. So, it just ended, but it doesn't mean you can't. For those who want to be part of the Leadership Council, just private message me. I can tell you how that would work. Okay? But yeah, just make sure you're in here, man. Make sure you're getting to understand how this works, okay? If not, you're not going to make any money if you don't understand. Jim Collins says, if you have more than 3 priorities, you have none. You're caught up with a couple of other things. But make this at least one of your priorities, because this will make you a lot of money. And together, impact not just our lives, but the lives of others, because we are the game changers. Okay, so all right, cool. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And now here's the homework. Okay, here's the homework for you guys that I want you guys to go ahead and take action on. Okay, here's the homework for now. The homework is going to be, make sure you get all set up so you can start accepting payments. Okay, some of you guys are not set up. Some of you guys are not making. You guys are not set up to make money. So how can you be even motivated to promote? Okay, so you want to make sure you set up to start accepting payments. You want to make sure you join the 4% Facebook group and keep yourself in the loop. Make sure you're on it. The next thing is implement a ritual, a powerful ritual, okay? What you guys could do is implement something called Savers, okay? I got this from a book called The Miracle Morning. And what this means, it's basically a routine to create a miracle before 8 o'clock, okay? So one of the things that you could do, it's that I encourage you guys to do this, okay? It's part of the homework, is start creating a routine for your life. Remember what I shared with you, right? Most of the stress in your life is in direct proportion to the lack of rituals you have in your life. So if you don't have routines, you're probably going to be stressed out. So if you want to be powerful, if you want to empower yourself, this is something I recommend. Start waking up early, and when you wake up early, spend some time in silence. That's the first thing you could do. Then do affirmations like I am powerful, I am, things like that. Visualize. Write down your goals, write down what you plan on achieving in the next 18 months running with this company, running with us, okay? Making that money. See yourself spending that money on the things that you want to spend it on. Exercise, read, make sure you're reading daily, exercising, and make sure you journal. Scribing is journaling. So that's one thing that you could do. And then the last homework is write down your answers to the powerful questions that I asked you, which is, why would you bet on yourself? Why would you bet on yourself to succeed, and why would you bet on yourself to fail? So those are the homework assignments. You guys to message me when you've done those homework assignments. Message me. Personally message me, because I'm not too busy for you. You guys are one of my priorities. I want to help you guys out. I'm not going to hold your hand, okay? But for those who want to join the Leadership Council, make sure you message me, and make sure you're getting into the mindset of meeting us at the next event. Make sure you're ready for the next event. So anyways, guys, that is it. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value from this. I'm excited. Okay, I went a little over it, okay? So, hey, I appreciate your time. I love you. Let's rock it out. Game Changers Alliance. This is the first training ever. I'm excited. You're part of history. Over the next 18 months, you will see us become one of the biggest teams inside of the 4% community, inside of Techademics. You will see us show up to the event with a powerful, powerful group of people. So I'm looking forward to meeting you at the next event. Let's rock it out. Let's make this happen. Watch training. Let's get to it. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. And thank you for being part of history. Let's rock it out.